Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Rick Lieb, former two-time world heavyweight champion, soon to be world light heavyweight champion. Hey,
yeah,
Sicilian Beast, that's against one of your guys, isn't it? With me as always, he is the manager of champions. He is the, well, not for long though. He is the Hall of Famer. He is the elder statesman on this show. And he is the Sicilian Beast, Ken Sermonera.
That's it.
Ken, I'm loving the shirt. I recognize that shirt from somewhere. Oh yeah, I gave it to you last week.
A bunch of old men were arguing over who the greatest wrestler was.
Okay.
And this old Jewish guy says, the Beast was the best. And the guy goes, what? He goes, he kicked cancer's ass.
Oh my gosh. I'm guessing they were in a barber shop.
Yeah.
Probably called Mighty Shop.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, next time I'm coming to America, I'm going to have to check it out.
Give me $8.
That'd be $15. Price of inflation.
He kicked cancer's ass.
He kicked Joe Louis. Okay, listen.
Joe Louis's ass.
All right. You might have to work on your jokes. Anyway.
Might have to.
So we got a match added to the show. We're going to talk about that today. For anybody wondering what show I'm talking about, March 23rd, RCW presents Ring Cleaning. Seems like just yesterday. Ring Cleaning was here last year.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun, Beast, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Is I'm going to have a lot of fun on that event.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and no drinks today. Nothing. We're not doing anything.
Or maybe halftime drinks.
Maybe halftime drinks. All right. Looking over here, you got like everything's cleared off. What'd you do?
Clean them up.
Beast, I have a funny feeling you knocked things over. Let me see. No, nothing on the floor.
No.
All righty then. We're gonna go ahead and take our first commercial break. So
It's telling you a break is coming.
no, that's telling us that somebody needs help at the front desk. We're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk some RCW ring cleaning. See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
I don't know. It was probably around 2, maybe 3 years ago. I'd be walking around in malls or walking down the street. Women would come up there and just want to be with me. Men, they'd just mimic things I do and more or less just try and follow in my footsteps. I guess that was probably the first time I realized that I was your role model.
Join the champ, John Potok, the boss's son, Bo Smyrno, and your role model, Rick Lieb. Sunday, April 7th for the 25th anniversary reunion episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Spring is almost here. A time for leaves on the trees, flowers, gardening, and real professional wrestling. On March 23rd, Rubber City Wrestling presents Ring Cleaning 2024. This event will feature many exciting matches featuring your favorite RCW wrestlers, including Ruthless Alexander Crowley defending his World Light Heavyweight Championship against your role model, Rick Lieb. And in our main event, the Spotlight, Marcus Knight and Aaron Black versus RCW World Heavyweight Champion George Davis, GDT and Terrence Knight, and a handicap tag team grudge match. Tickets are only $15 for general admission and $20 for front row. Doors open at 5 p.m. and bell time is at 6 p.m. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
TNT Health, unmasking your potential. So, you want to look like the headline, Vinny DiMaggio? Here's your chance. Let's not be ridiculous. Nobody can look like Vinny. But if you need that energy before your workout, Or you want to lose some weight, burn some fat, we got that. You want to build some lean muscle, you can get it at TNT. Or even if you just need the essentials, BCAAs, juiced up, here at TNT Health, we carry it all. Come visit us at tnthealth.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, I guess we do actually have a drink we're supposed to try. It was sent in by, did they say who it was?
Carol from Minnesota.
Okay. Carol Castle from Minnesota.
That's it.
I knew exactly who you were talking about then. All right, now what's this called?
It's called Prosecco.
Okay.
It's
What is
bubbly,
it?
dry cider. It's dry, John.
Why? You was going to do that. You're a dick. Dry, John, dry.
That's it.
Why do you do the dry, John, dry? Tell everybody a story who hasn't been watching this show.
Okay, years
What's
and
the
years,
why-
years
why-
and years ago, we were on a family vacation, and my one brother was driving, and I was back there, my son in the back seat, and it was on and off rain, and his wife, then wife,
Did you rip ass?
hell no.
Did you rip ass? Somebody ripped ass.
That's not what they
and it
said.
wasn't Rick Lieb.
It's not what they said in the car, by the way.
No, it wasn't me. It was you.
Wasn't me.
Producer pointing at me, telling me it was me. I think it was either the old guy who didn't fill it or the producer over there just being gross.
I need a COVID condom.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Holy
Let's block that
Did
out.
you smell that? Yes. It must suck to have to be quiet, don't it? Jeez.
Which one of you two did that?
Oh. Beast, I think that was you. Man, that's old person fart. That has old person fart written all over it. That shit had it spells nursing home in the air in the mist. How is it? You took a drink before me.
Here's to you. I'm just glad it wasn't a cancer fart.
All right, salute.
They're friggin' horrible.
It tastes like champagne.
Okay. I get no kick from champagne. Mere
Fuck,
alcohol
screw it.
doesn't thrill me at all. So why do I get a kick out of you?
It's a good song, by the way.
It's excellent. Not bad.
I mean, it's not great, but it tastes like champagne.
I'll give it a 2 out of 4.
Whoa,
2 out of 4.
that's a 5.
Bing bang.
5 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's all right. It's on the better. It's on the edible side, not on the unedible side.
No, true. Okay.
So, not bad. Thanks, Carol. Boom. Anyway, kids,
Hey, kids.
March 23rd.
There it is.
I have the poster and I forgot it.
Really?
Yeah. That's all right. We got plenty of time. March 23rd. That's on a Saturday, for all you wondering. Rubber City Wrestling presents.
A mere 30 days away. Maybe.
I'm not doing the math in my head. I don't even know what today is. Rubber City Wrestling presents Ring Cleaning
Clean.
2024. Just in case you didn't know what year it was. Anyway, on that card, your role model Rick Lee takes on Alexander Crowley for the World Light Heavyweight Championship. Your World Heavyweight Champion George Davis is going to be teaming up with GDT and his manager. I mean, little managers shouldn't be in the ring, but here we are. Terrence Knight's going to do it anyway, which is not cool.
Is there anything little about that guy?
What are you talking about?
Terrence Knight.
Not his bank account, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that's true.
I'll tell you a story in a second. Anyway, they'll be taking on Marcus Knight and the traitor, Aaron Black.
Yeah.
Actually, they're both traitors if you think about it.
Say that.
Yeah. They should call themselves the Outcasts because basically that's all they are anymore. Only, why would you ruin a great rap group? But yeah, anyway. So, we got that going. And then, now we have added to that card. I don't know. Have you watched online for the last, like earlier in the week, with when Donovan Kozar was basically talking trash about the fact that we signed some dude named John Rossiter and he's not even proven. He's never even wrestled in our Rubber City Wrestling. And why would
he's proven.
Listen. But this is what Donovan Kozar is saying. Jack of all trades. He's saying, "Oh, well, you guys you brought him in. He's never wrestled in RCW. Nobody here knows who he is, and all of a sudden he's automatically in the way." He goes, "That's 2 shows in a row now that you just brought somebody in and automatically put him in there when nobody knew who they were." Gotcha.
Does it matter?
Doesn't matter. I went out recruiting.
Okay.
I went out and me and Animal, should I say, because these are Animal's deals. But me and Animal went out there and recruited. And we're out there and we're watching these guys wrestle, and Animal looks at me and he goes, "What do you think?" I give him what I think. He tells me what he thinks, and we go from there. Now, in the process, to make money for John Rossiter, Animal sold the rights of Schizo to my good friend, everybody else's good friend, Mr. Matthew Valentine. I mean, you gotta like that guy, right? Well, you probably don't.
I whacked him good once.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty.
You remember that?
Pretty horrible of you. He's half your size, Beast. Hope you're proud. Anyway.
And half my age. So what the hell?
What does that mean?
That evens it out.
No, it means you know more places to hit. You hurt him. He's been gone for this long because of you.
I don't think so.
I do. Anyway.
It had been a hell of a hit.
It was. You threw him into a... You crushed him into a turnbuckle post.
Yeah. Did you hear it go bing? It sounded like lunchtime in the Vatican.
Stop it. Stop it. Alright, just say it. What is he doing? Okay, fine. Oh, you trying to have him make fun of me. Alright, no. Don't listen to him. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Our producer thinks he's got jokes. Anyway, listen. Why do you keep giving me this stuff? You trying to get me drunk? Take advantage of me? Weirdo?
Yeah, right.
Alright, so. He's been talking trash. We had to sell the rights to Matthew Valentine, who paid the way generously, by the way.
Okay.
And we were able to grab John Rossiter on contract. So that's how we were able to bring him in. That's also how, it also helps us with paying, to make sure that Harley T. Morse is paid properly. So you've got these guys. And
Richard Wise's favorite wrestler.
Richard Wise loves him.
That's
I
right.
talk to him all the time. Good guy. One of the good guys. Him and Front Row Joe, that's about it. Rest of you fans can stick it. That freaking, especially Jimmy the Shoe. Oh, my goodness. That's all he ever does. Wants to talk trash. Oh, yeah. I don't need a shoe to win. I don't need a prosthetic leg to win. I don't need brass knuckles to... Listen, I don't need brass knuckles to win. Brass knuckles, yeah. All I need is these guns and this knowledge. I'm the GOAT for a reason. And you guys, and for them to CGI a prosthetic leg in my hand like I had this last one, that's ridiculous. You know it, I know it, the world knows it.
Why is it ridiculous?
I don't know. Why do I quote 10-year-old girl? I think that's the greatest catchphrase ever now. I know it, you know it, the world knows it.
Okay.
And Beast, you definitely know it.
Oh, Beast knows a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. That's pervy.
I know more stuff I'd like to forget.
Right? We all do. Anyway, so now you got that story. So anyway, you got Dak what's we call Dak now? Dak Prescott. He's probably a Cowboys fan. How many championships Cowboys got with him? Oh yeah, none. Sorry, Rogue. no, none for the Cowboys. So Donovan's online, and he's just complaining about it, basically. John Rossiter, of course, steps up. He's like, "What are you talking? Who are you? Why are you mouthing me up? Getting mouthy with me?" And long story short, Donovan's like, "Well, I should get a chance to show or prove that I could be in the way." Okay, so I said, "Well, then why don't you just wrestle John Rossiter and take his spot?" Basically.
That's what you're going to do.
I don't think he realizes what John Rossiter is. Okay? I think he's expecting him to come in there, and I think he thinks it's a super or a light heavyweight versus a light heavyweight or something like that. Well, Dak's now a heavyweight, I guess. So, okay. Have you ever met John Rossiter?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay, so you know how big he is, right?
Big.
Producer, you ever just nod? Yes, you have. Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about here,
right?
Do you understand why I would recruit such a guy?
Why not? Why wouldn't?
Right, like, had you known that he was thinking of coming to RCW, would you have recruited him in front of me?
In a minute.
Exactly. So, why does old people ringtones always sound so bad, and like young people like myself have that thing? Hey, yours just breaks out all the bells and whistles. It's shining lights. It's...
Hello? What did Mean Gene say at Thanksgiving? Pasta. What kind of potatoes?
Yeah.
Pasta.
The Fukang. Yeah.
Pasta. K-Fabian potatoes.
Kayfabe.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
That was different. Anyway, well, salute to your phone call.
Salute to the phone call.
Right. There's a reason to drink. It's champagne.
Can we do a Thanksgiving show next year?
Maybe. Anyway,
as long as I get to say the magic words.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll let you say it on there.
All right.
It'll be rated R. So, with that being said, it's so hard to get a story out on this show. That match is going to take place now.
It is.
Adam signed it. So it's going to be Dak versus John Rossiter in a singles match.
Dak.
Donovan A. Kozar. Dak. Dak Prescott versus John Rossiter.
Big
I was going to go with an NFL team, but I'm a Steeler fan. I can't call anybody else great. Sorry. So what's up? What do you think of that?
What's up? Let me see. Okay.
Do we have to do a prediction on that match, or do we both know how that's going to go?
I think Ross and are going to have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I do too. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Dak's he's in the Navy. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Donovan's working out. He put on.
They want you. They want you to be a new recruit.
But Donovan doesn't understand is
in the Navy.
He probably should have ran his mouth to one or the other. I mean, like this.
You could run your mouth off all day.
No. Seriously. Instead of being funny for a minute, out of all the members that are new,
yeah.
You even got Matt Motor coming back. He could have ran his mouth to Matt Motor. It's a little bit more in his weight class. He's not. Matt Motor's our version of Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, though. You don't really want to mess with him. And I call him Mad Dog. That's how I call him in the back. I'm like, hey, Mad Dog, what do you think? So, in all reality, Matt Motor, he ain't the one to mess with, but Matt Motor wants to do tag team wrestling anyway. He likes tag team wrestling. I love tag team wrestling, so I'm happy for him.
I always do.
We got, in my opinion, the new Buddy Landell of this world and Harley T. Morris. Wrestling's finest, Harley T. Morris, by the way. with Harley, you've got a guy that he's a technician. He reminds me of, I like to say Brother Lando because of the obvious reasons, but if I really had to place him as somebody, he reminds me of Tully Blanchard in the ring.
Okay.
And in my opinion, Tully Blanchard might have been one of the best wrestlers.
I've seen him a few times. Yeah.
Tully turned down world championship matches because Ric Flair was holding the belt.
Right.
He said, "Nah, Rick's our guy." Because you're not going to change me just because you want, ratings. And he did. He turned it down, like real life turned it down. So, and he could have won that. Ric Flair even admits it. He said, if anybody would have been able to beat me, it would have been Tully. He knew me too good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if there was a technician that could beat Flair, there's another technician. It's like, wow. So, Tully was it, man. And so, Harley T. Morris, he reminds me of Tully. I mean, heck, Dak, you could have challenged me. I could use a quick 1-minute match. But I would have squashed that little dude like a great. He knows better than that one. Plus, I'm a little busy right now. I'm about to win a belt. So, with that being said, that's where we stand.
So you're going to win a belt from Crowley?
I'm going to take your boy's belt.
I doubt it.
Listen, no offense to Crowley. He's really good. I admit it. He's really freaking good. And, I still think he's an interim champ because he never beat Spike. I mean, I guess he beat him at the last show, if you want to count that. But in my opinion, I thought that was watered down. Who won the war? Yeah, exactly. But against Rick Lee, it's different. I'm not out to hurt him. I don't have a hatred for Alexander Crowley. I have no problem.
No vendetta, none of that.
None. He's a good guy. I mean, anybody that's ever met him knows he's a good guy. One of the good guys.
I never met a person that didn't like him.
But Spike.
Spike got issues.
I know. His name is Alexander Crowley, holding his belt.
You don't have issues. He has a whole subscription. Okay?
Okay. Whatever. What I'm trying to get at is, that's a pretty good one, though, by the way.
Thank you.
What I'm trying to get at, the cameraman is having the most trouble trying not to laugh. I think that's funny.
Hang in there, buddy.
He's a new one, too, so it's not like...
You going to be all right? All right.
The new guy.
He's my new friend.
My new friend.
He's my new friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine?
No.
Anyway.
You see my friend?
Are you going to lick the table next? George?
Near the end of the show.
Are you going to love him and hug him and hold him tight?
Nice.
Lenny? Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, George still pulled that off so well, by the way.
Nice.
And then you go to college, the college he's teaching at, and this dude's got like this high IQ, and it's really funny. So he's able to pull it off, I guess. You know who else was able to pull it off really good? Logan Scott.
You mean Logan Scott?
Yeah, oh yeah.
This guy?
Yeah. He had the specialty gimmick.
Specialty?
Oh my gosh, I got the best story about that.
She like it?
Uh-huh. I don't know if I want to tell the story on the air.
Come on.
It's too funny.
You can do it.
Maybe, see, I should have done it. Maybe if they would have asked if we have any funny stories about anybody that we loved, that, wrestlers that, we had a good relationship with,
Yeah.
that passed. And maybe I would have had it, that question never was asked. So, well, maybe save that for another show.
Yeah. Like this one. Okay.
Right? Do you want me to say it?
Say it.
Okay.
What happened?
So I had to wrestle specialty. Which, by the way, the match itself was pretty bad. You got the shirt on, so.
Yeah.
All right. I had to wrestle specialty. Logan Scott was doing a thing. He had promised his kids. He worked for a place where the kids were. What was the name of that place? You worked with them.
Sifford Incorporated.
And what it has like slow people there or something. Special needs people. And they knew he was a wrestler, and he said one of them had come up to him and said, "Well, how comes there's no wrestlers like us?" I don't know which one it was, but he brought a couple to the show, so he said it was one of them. So they knew
Eugene there.
Yeah, who's Eugene?
You don't remember Eugene?
No, I know Eugene. He brought him there, but who is he? How did you know that he would bring him?
I would have brought.
Because you're a big wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It might have been him that asked. So he told him, he goes, "Look, I'm going to do a gimmick, and I will do one, and his name will be Special T, and he's for you guys.
Okay.
And so he did it, and he pulled it. He looked like, you know, I know that people don't like saying retarded, but he pulled it off perfectly like that. You know what I mean? And he had the headgear on.
Oh yeah, gotta have the headgear.
Yeah, and just okay.
Did you?
Very believable. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you 2 stories of how believable he is, and then we're gonna get to our commercial break. I know. All right. First one was in our match. It was the best of 3 falls. First fall, he wins. So then I go up to him. I'm like, "Oh no, buddy! Now it wasn't supposed to be best of 3 falls.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 1."
Uh-oh.
So he beats me for my belt, by the way.
Okay.
And so I go up to him. I go, buddy, you know, because you know I kept trying to persuade him that we were buddies, and I was like, "We're friends, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, didn't you say that this was a best of 3 falls match?" And he goes, "I did." And I'm like, "Yeah, shake on it." And he shook my hand.
Uh-oh.
And so now the match continues. Now the fans are pissed at me because they believe he's special needs. And they're mad as hell right now because I just took advantage of some kid who isn't thinking right. And so I'm like, you know what? Better yet, let's hug on it. And we hugged, and I hit him with a small package cradle, and I got the next pin.
That's 2.
That's 1 for him, 1 for me.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
2 each. 1 each.
Yeah, 1 each. Do your math. Anyway, maybe you need to go there.
Must go to school.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So then, for the third one,
Must go to school.
yeah, sure. For the third fall, we're wrestling, and one thing about him, you've heard the term retard strong.
Yeah.
It's not a good. All right, look, I'm not politically correct.
Did that describe him?
Okay, yes, because so the last one, I put him in the role model clutch, which is my finisher. And I'm up there, I got him, I'm shaking him around, and he's going, wee, this is fun. Like I'm playing with him.
Oh, jeez.
Like, and so now I'm, as role model, getting mad, going, damn it, why won't you just tap? And he goes, huh? And I'm like, tap, damn it. And so he goes, oh, okay. And he starts laughing the thing. Okay, so now people are throwing things at me, and they're just pelting me with stuff, right?
They're pissed.
They're so mad because not only did I take advantage of him to get a best of 3 falls so I can get my belt back, but then on top of that, I tell him to tap, so he taps because we're buddies. So they knew I took advantage of him twice in 1 match. I got so much. I didn't get heat that day. I got hate that day.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah, and it was great. So anyway, now let's tell the other story. We're going in the back. My wife comes back there. And she's never met Logan Scott before. She's never met any of Danny's gimmicks for that matter. So she's never met Special T. He is still in gimmick. She's talking to me. He comes up. Hi, pretty lady. And she's like, nervous, right? And so then he goes, hi, pretty lady. And he starts touching her head. And she's like, Rick, I'm like, oh, Missy, this is Special T.
She getting creeped out?
Very much. I go, Special T, this is my wife, Melissa. And he goes, she's very pretty. I like her a lot. And I'm like, thank you, Special T. Thank you. And he goes, I got to make pee. And I'm like, huh? And he goes, I got to make pee. And I'm like, you have to use the bathroom? And he goes, yeah, I got to make pee. And I'm like, okay, well, it's just down the hall over there. Now, we're in an arcade, okay? And so I'm pointing past the arcade, and there's a hall. He goes, he walks up, he sees the 2 arcades, he goes in between them, and he's like,
No.
And my wife was like, Rick, he's peeing on the wall. And I look over there, and I'm like, no, Special T, it's down the hall. And he goes, already done. And she's like completely buying this hook, line, and sinker. And then finally he just starts busting out laughing. And he comes back there and he goes, I'm just messing with you, I'm Dan. She was like, Oh my gosh, I thought you were for real.
I could picture that whole
So, completely, he was so good in kayfabe. So good with it. But, yeah, that was a funny thing. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to take your questions.
2.
All my life, I wanted something to do with pro wrestling. I didn't care if it was a pro wrestler, a manager, an announcer. Hell, I'd even be the water boy. It was my dream to be a part of pro wrestling, and that's why I'm thankful for this opportunity.
Join the champ, John Potok, the boss's son, Bo Smyrno, and your role model, Rick Lieb. Sunday, April 7th for the 25th anniversary reunion episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly on the RCW Network on YouTube.
And he wants to be a wrestler.
Spring is almost here. A time for leaves on the trees, flowers, gardening, and real professional wrestling. On March 23rd, Rubber City Wrestling presents Ring Cleaning 2024. This event will feature many exciting matches featuring your favorite RCW wrestlers, including Ruthless Alexander Crowley defending his World Light Heavyweight Championship against your role model, Rick Lieb. And in our main event, the Spotlight, Marcus Knight and Aaron Black versus RCW World Heavyweight Champion George Davis, GDT and Terrence Knight, and a handicap tag team grudge match. Tickets are only $15 for general admission and $20 for front row. Doors open at 5 p.m. and bell time is at 6 p.m. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-615-2477.
Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Global. Ha-ha! Spotlight. Just messing with you. Just messing with you. I know, first day. Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We got answers.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at x.com/
Wrestling Rubber.
You'll never like it.
It's so lame.
It is. It's a lateness. That's why we have it. Man, we work for... So, since the last segment went way over, we're going to go ahead and only do 2 questions this week. We're cutting out your hey role model question because you know it's going to be there. Let's get rid of it. All right, so how we doing, Beast?
We're doing fine.
You need someone to read it for you now?
I'm good.
You got your reading glasses?
Eh?
Eh?
Okay.
Let's go.
Grandpa, read the damn story. Okay.
Right.
Hey, was wondering if RCW would be interested in re-ring. They might have meant renting
Oh, probably.
out Springfield roller rink and charging us fans to come skate with our favorite RCW superstar from Kendall, the lovely Kendall from Akron, Ohio.
It's not a bad idea. That's something to bring up next time we have a board meeting.
And now they'll say, Beast never took bumps. Yeah, right. He'll
Yeah.
wheel that day.
I would that day too, because I suck at roller skating. You guys just want to see me fall for a change, since I won't fall in the ring. So no, that's not a bad idea. That's something to actually do. Because I know that when I was in UWC, we used to do softball, and we'd have fans come out and watch us play softball.
I've done softball things there.
Yeah, but I've never done roller skating where you get to skate with the fans, and that would be kind of fun. Although I'm not going to lie to you, I can't skate. You know, I'm a shoe man, and nothing with wheels on the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Next question.
All right. Hey guys, okay. I know you normally don't talk about WWE, But I have to ask you your thoughts on Vince McMahon's allegations. Have you ever heard anything about this type of behavior and experienced it for yourself?
Okay. Let's see. Experience for yourself. You didn't work with Vince Jr. You worked with his dad, right?
Correct.
Has anybody that you were friends with ever told you anything about anything? Because I sure the heck have stories.
Just when Vince Sr. wanted to get rid of somebody, they paid them 10 cents. And that was always your 2-week notice.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh, I know.
You should give him a bigger
10 cents.
paycheck for that. That's a dick move.
Sell-out house in Philadelphia.
Like father,
10 cents.
like father, like son, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least he wasn't sexually abusing anybody. All right, let's
Not
go
that we
ahead.
know of.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say right now. First of all, we all know the stories of Ashley Massario, who committed suicide a few years back. Ashley was pestered by them and then let go by them because of the fact that she would not give in and tried to sue, and it was just brushed under the rug. I have a friend who is no longer with us named Nicole Bass. A lot of you might know her from Howard Stern's show, but before that she was wrestling with WWE. Very big, muscular lady, and Nicole she had on our show on PWW, which, by the way, 25-year reunion coming up. On our show, she said that a lot of the guys that Vince had hired, and like with her, it was like mainly Brooklyn Brawler and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These are allegations, mind you, no one's guilty of this, but she said that they would constantly try and make advances on her, and she said Brooklyn Brawler allegedly tried to rape her. Now, lucky for her, she was stronger than him.
Lucky for her, she was a girl.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
she was a girl.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, and she threw him off of her, but he's a strong man too, and so it wasn't like she was as experienced as in the wrestling field. But yeah, she said that and when she brought it to Vince is like, why did you sleep with him? You know, like you know what I mean? Like what?
I met Brooklyn Brawler once.
And I like Steve Lombardi as a wrestler. I always did. But when I heard that, I'm like, man, if that's true.
He said, you have such a hairy chest.
Is he gay? No wonder he liked her. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, and I'm not saying that to be mean. I one of the sweetest ladies in the world. But as everybody knows, she did not look very feminine because she was the largest woman in the world, muscular-wise. So yeah, I've heard some stories that I never knew if they were true. Now, Dawn Maurice told some stories too. You know, but I'm not gonna. She's still alive, so I will not go into that because I don't want to have anything go back on her. But yeah, it's like that place has been shady for a long time, and I've known that for a long time. That's one of the reasons why we don't cover their news. It's one of the reasons why we don't. I've been offered tryouts there. I've turned them all down. We'll just say that, you know. And then next thing you know, they're using all my names. You know, Role Model and The Way, of course. Sorry, and people can take that for what it's worth, you know. But it is what it is. I don't give a damn. I don't care about that company at all. And honestly, if Vince is guilty, hope he rots. Now, if he isn't, then I hope he gets out scot-free. I don't believe someone's guilty until proven guilty, unlike most of our fellow Americans. So, that being said, good show.
Good stuff, Maynard.
No. We're gonna drink to this.
One more toast.
What the hell you got? You gonna fill me up? You gonna put your dabble?
I usually know.
Yeah, get it in there, man.
Toast. Put some jelly and peanut butter on it.
This freaking guy. All right, here it goes.
Kid, all right.
Shot of champagne. It's weird, but okay. Anyway, For the Sicilian Beast, Ken Sermonera, I am your role model, Rick Leaps. Join us again next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Bye.